Hello, Potato. You may have noticed, but probably not, that we have not done a kitchen crate of late. Usually do them every 3 or 4 months, 3 months, because they're 4 times a year, once every 3 months. We should be doing a crate, but this crate is late. It is a late crate, but it's here now. It is special delivery from Taste of Home. It's a very special delivery because it is a late crate. It is a tardy special delivery. It's got the number 2 written on it. I can only assume that's in reference to the number of months late it is. This should be the fall 2024 crate. It should have come back in, I believe, August. I am recording this in October. I'm not sure when I'll be releasing it, but it's October when I am. And it just arrived today. It was waiting on the doorstep when I arrived home. And so we will, 2 months late, open this crate and see what's in it. Now last crate, the summer crate that we got, I think it was also late. I think it was more like a few weeks late as opposed to multiple months late. Was not the best crate. It still would have beat a loot crate because the loot crate is fairly pathetic. But if up against a good crate, it might not have. But let's see if this time, if the wait is worth it, if 2 months of tardiness has resulted in a crate of true quality. Being the fall crate, I would not be at all surprised to see some Christmassy stuff in here. These usually run about a season ahead of what they're for. And the crate that will come in winter won't come until like really close to the Christmas holiday. So usually that'll have post-holiday stuff in it. But the autumn crate may have Christmas stuff in it, or at least other wintry holiday stuff, so that you have it in time for the holidays. But let us not delay. We've been delayed too long as it is, by 2 months I may have mentioned. So let us break open now that it is actually fully fall, although to be fair, it was still 100 degrees today. It is fully fall. Let's open the fall crate. Fall 2024 special delivery from Taste of Home. It'll be a cookbook. It'll be some kitchen goodies. Hopefully some good stuff this time. Not the smoothest. You know what? It's because I didn't count it down. I usually count it down before I rip that off. And I didn't this time. And that's why I need to count it down. So let's unveil the crate. Oh, of course I have the camera a little bit higher than normal today, so you're going to be able to see what's in it anyways. But I'll just do it like that. Then you can't. So first of all, we have our little spoiler book here. Quick and tasty. So that's going to be our cookbook this time, the half homemade cookbook. And yeah, this fall 2024. We won't look inside of it unless we need to figure out what something is, if like I can't tell just by looking and reading the label. But we will start, as we always do, by looking at the recipe cards and commenting that once again they are back on proper good card stock. We had like a year of cheap paper there, but we're back to the good stuff. And ready for fall with Mom's sweet potato bake. Not likely. Chicken pesto pizza, minus the peppers. That's a possibility. Like chicken, like pesto. Don't like any of that green and red stuff on there. I mean, I like the pesto, but not the where's yellow peppers, green peppers, red peppers. Yeah, mushrooms. No, basically, other than chicken, like none of the toppings. Apple pie cupcakes with cinnamon buttercream. Sausage and rice stuffed pumpkins. We're definitely leaning into the autumnness of it all. Turkey dumpling stew. That's a possibility. Turkey tenderloins, carrots, onions, celery ribs, bay leaf. Some modifications on there, but that's a possibility. Pretty pumpkin cinnamon buns. They don't look that pretty to me. Pumpkin hummus. That is probably a thing, like if they had it at Costco, I would buy and do a video on. That is not a thing I see myself making. Is it like proper hummus? Pumpkin, tahini, olive oil. Okay, so there's no chickpea in it, so it's not like a proper traditional hummus. It is garlic though, so it's not a sweet. It's not a sweet hummus. You're putting cumin and garlic and sesame oil in there, so basically you're just swapping out the chickpeas for pumpkin and making a totally normal hummus. That's interesting, but my wife doesn't care for pumpkin anything basically, and I don't know about that. I mean, could be a fun thing to whip out the Vitamix for, but This isn't a cooking channel, so I don't know. I make no promises one way or the other. Let's look at the goodies. We have goodies. We can already see one of the goodies. Caution, keep away from children. It's a turkey baster. What? Why do I need to keep a turkey baster away from children? I recall as a child playing with turkey basters and never once injuring myself. It's got a baster base. Oh, the flavor infused, that's probably why. So there's a big old hypodermic needle in here. Baster brush and a cleaning brush. This is from Gourmet Haven. This box is giving very, very great flea market vibes to me. Like it's just like not quite folded properly. The printing's, I know on camera it's not going to show up. It's probably going to show up blurry on camera anyways if I get too close. But it looks just a little like the label's a little out of focus. It's a little soft, a little fuzzy. Why choose Gourmet Haven? Gourmet Haven turkey baster set is engineered for those who love to cook and want professional results in their kitchen. Whether preparing a festive holiday meal or an everyday dinner, I can read. This versatile set ensures I really can't speak. This versatile set ensures your dishes are moist, flavorful, and cooked to perfection. 1. Assemble the baster. 2. Fill the baster. 3. Inject or baste. 4. Clean thoroughly. Well, that seems pretty straightforward. So it mostly stores inside the baster. That's kind of cool. So you can plop that on the end. And now your baster's a little brush. And then inside there we do have, is this just our cleaning brush and our big old hypodermic, which I've put a safety on so that I don't jab myself with it by mistake. Can you get enough pressure with that though? Because when I think of like turkey basters, I don't think of a ton of pressure. Although that said, we don't generally baste a lot of turkeys. We generally buy like the fried turkey breast at the warehouse club and call it good. Heat that up in the oven, a little countertop oven. Love the countertop oven. Like literally, aside from like a coffee maker, the best kitchen item we've ever purchased. But this is cool. I'm sure I know we have a turkey baster. Somewhere, I have a turkey baster that was a promo item for the movie For Your Consideration. It's one of those faux documentaries, those mockumentaries by the guy who did Waiting for Guffman and Best in Show, Mighty Wind. Yeah, it's one that's called For Your Consideration, and they had the weirdest promotional things for it, and I ended up with a For Your Consideration turkey baster. So somewhere we have a turkey baster. What else do we have in here? Got silicone baking cups from Premium. I feel like we've gotten baking cups from them before, not from Premium necessarily. But yeah, we've definitely gotten something almost, maybe a little thicker though. These are almost paper thin. Very, very papery thin. We got a whole variety of colors. Red, blue, purple, orange, and green. That's all the colors. All the colors that exist are here in this very prideful baking set. 24 of them, so 24 cupcakes, or whatever you want to bake in your baking cups. I don't know. I feel like we definitely have pans that these would fit in. Why choose Chic Chefs, not Premium. Premium is just the part of the name. It's Chic Chefs, although there's a chick on it. So maybe it's supposed to be Chick Chefs? Chick Chefs doesn't make sense. Chic Chefs silicone baking cups, eco-friendly reusable cups, reduce waste from disposable paper liners, versatile, perfect for baking cupcakes, muffins, and even serving snacks or organizing the ingredients. Yeah, they make little custard cup, ramekin kind of substitutes. Built to last, these cups won't warp or melt, providing you with consistent results every time. And they make baking fun and easy. And the dishwasher safe. Food grade silicone. Not something super impressive, but legitimately something useful. Especially if you're gonna bake, I think there was muffins in here, wasn't there? Bake some pumpkin muffins. Next we have a premium acacia wood rolling pin. It's a very small pin made of 100% real acacia wood with natural oil coating, product of Vietnam. This is from Fox Hollow Designs. Honestly, it's a little small. We have a baking pin. I don't think our baking pin we have is like got this kind of oily finish on it, but we definitely have a baking pin similar to this, but larger. This, however, is a good size to go. So if someone's like trying to like steal a cookie off the tray, just whack their hand like that. I think that's a good use for that. I know I did not do that, hitting a box with it. That must have already been that. We have some of that on this end too. I wonder if that's a defect or if that's just like, no, it's like rough there. It's like, it's something definitely from the production. Like, it's a little roughness on the edge of each end here, but that's where your hands are going to go anyways. You can. Now, really cool, if they were really cool here, they'd include in this box the little rings you put on these so that you can size it. So if, get your dough wet, width, I was going to say wet, that's not a word, width, but let's see. I don't think they're going to be that cool. This actually isn't exactly flat either, now that I feel it. It's kind of wider in the middle is the word. Oblate, is that it? It's an oblate column. Yeah, it feels like it's a little bit wider here than out of the ends. So you're not going to get like a perfectly flat roll with that anyways. Still, it seems to be nice quality. Next up we have, oh, I know, these are, you put these in the lawn to pull up weeds, right? No, it's the perfect dough maker, perfect pizza. Alternately, I think it could just be a massager. Huh? No, I get this is so you can prickle the little holes in your pizza dough so it doesn't puff up and you don't get those big bubbles under your cheese. I totally get what that's for. Right? Transform your pizza making experience with our pizza dough docker designed to ensure your dough is perfect every time. Even first-time bakers will find it easy to use. Just press and roll over the dough to poke holes in the surface, preventing blistering and puffing for a smooth, even bake. So once you roll your dough out with this, then you dock it with this. See, the tie-in is, I will say, this feels, who's like another gourmet haven. The card isn't giving so much flea market this time, but the actual item is, it's very, very light plastic. Like, this looks like it, to me, like it should be heavier than it is. It's very light. It doesn't feel necessarily brittle or anything. I mean, you're meant to use it on, oh, you know what? It's already broken. It's already broken. Well, yeah, that should be on there. That fell out of the bag that way. You watch the video back. I did not break that. That fell out of the bag that way. This came broken. So that honestly knocks it down. I was going to actually give this pretty high marks, but I think that reinforces my my judgment that this is fairly cheap. Because it arrived broken. Thank you, Taste of Home. Well, I think we already know what, I mean, it's got to be something real bad in here to make that not be the last place item now, solely because it's broken. I mean, it's still usable. There's no reason we can't dock a pizza bread, pizza dough with that, but it is broken. All right, moving on. We've got something cloth here. So a dish towel. What is this? A shower cap? Is this a bowl cover? It doesn't say what it is. It's two of it, whatever it is. They are jaunty little chef caps, little berets to wear while you make things. They're by Chef's Oasis. We will need to look in the cheat book to see exactly what it's supposed to be, but my guess is that you put this over the bowl that you're proofing your dough in. You want to give it your rise. You don't want like bugs or dust landing in it, or cat hair or dog hair or weasel hair, or whatever pets you have roaming around your house. You don't want that landing in your dough while it's rising, proofing, resting. You're going to stretch these over the bowl. Oh, well, you probably could put it on your head too. It's adult size and child size. That might actually fit my head. That's pretty big. So I think it's meant to tie in with this. I think that's just what this is for. We'll look in the book at the end here. But I want to make sure, yep, there is more stuff. I want to make sure there isn't more stuff before we do that. From Zen Infusions, so it's the tea infuser, right? Or is this for, well, yeah, it says tea infuser. I was or is this for putting like herbs in to like put in your stock or something? Superior material crafted from high quality 316 food grade stainless steel, effortless brewing, fine mesh allows, yeah, we know what this is. I can't imagine you're watching this video and you don't know what a tea infuser is. So yeah, you put your loose leaf tea in there, you drop it in the water. It does have a bit of chain, so that's nice. That would link on right there so that you can hang on the side of your pitcher or whatever and infuse your tea. It's, ooh, that's, I don't like the feel of that. It's very gritty. It's a very gritty feeling. I mean, tea infusers aren't generally like super heavy duty, high quality things anyways. And this is fine, but yeah, screwing that shut had a very gritty feel to it I didn't like, but it looks nice. I like the look of it. If you wanted to make an entire, like a big old pot of tea, this would certainly be good. We don't generally make big old pots of tea, but when we have at least one like pot size infuser already. Made in China. But also, this will give your tea enough room to actually like bloom. That's one thing I think with a lot of people when they make loose leaf teas, they put too much in the infuse, like the small infusers, and it just doesn't have room to spread out for it to like fully expand, and it gets crowded in there. And I think you don't get a good infusion when you don't get a good brew when you do that. So this gives you more space. An oversized infusion pod, sphere, capsule is a good thing to have in your kitchen. So just in case, even if you not a tea person, you never know. And again, you could probably put spices in there if you wanted to infuse a stock or something, although you may never want to make tea with it again after you do that. Is that all of our... That's all of our goodies. So let's look at the book, the cheat book here, and verify what these are. Yep, bowl covers. We farewell to single-use plastic wrap and give warm welcome to fresher food with our adorable fabric bowl covers. These charming covers snugly fit your storage containers, mixing bowls, plates, and more, making leftover storage. Okay, so not what I was thinking of. I was thinking specifically they tied in with the rolling pin and the dough docker to be like for proofing your dough in. But it doesn't mean you couldn't do that with it. Just not necessarily what it's for. So yeah, they're just bowl covers. Don't use, you've seen like plastic ones and silicone ones. I mean, is this breathable though? And can we open this without destroying it? All right, we can. Because like if these are breathable, then it's not, I mean, I want as airtight a seal as possible when I'm covering my bowl. Of course, attached to each other. Can you... Yeah, you can breathe through these. Look, you can see through them. Well, maybe you can't because the light's shining on the front. But here. Look. There's air can get through that. Now, I think that would make it good for, again, for like proofing dough. But like, I'm putting plastic wrap on a bowl because I don't want air getting in or out any more than is necessary. So that's, I think for dough, I think it's really good for dough. I do not think I would want to put anything that I want to preserve in the fridge with those on top of them. Plus, they're gonna get mucky. You have to wash them. Dough. Yes for dough. No for food preservation, even though that's what it says they're for. All right, look at our book. The heaviest, biggest thing in the the box is always the book. 300 plus, so 301 shortcut recipes for mealtime success. So some sort of like a chicken and biscuit pie sort of a thing. What do we got in here? Let's just flip through a little bit. You can pause and try to read the recipes if you want. Fluffy croissant puff. Breakfast spuds. I like spuds. Sweet potato puffs. Never mind. frozen sweet potato puffs. What are those? I don't think I've ever seen frozen sweet potatoes. Are they like sweet potato tater tots? Is that what they mean? I would use them with real tater tots then. Buffalo macaroni and cheese bites. Love me some buffalo. Love me some mac and cheese. Sweet pea pesto crostinis. Weeknight turkey tortilla soup. Chicken asparagus corn chowder. I do like me corn chowder. I'm okay with asparagus. Not a huge fan of it. Confetti cornbread. Nope, you're putting jalapeno there, aren't you? Green chilies. Same thing. Pimentos. There you go, jalapeno. I was right. Nope, that's a no. Spinach tortilla soup. So basically, these are like all recipes, because like this one uses onion dip. So it's like one of those, like semi-homemade, was it Sandra Lee or whatever had semi-homemade? It's that sort of thing. Refrigerated pork roast, pineapple chunks, Parmesan risotto mix, because I always just have that in the cabinet. Yeah, a lot of this is like making something out of something else, which is fine. I don't hate that. Lasagna cups, that's interesting. Feels like that's gonna be like a pain to clean off your pan though, but you could use your silicone baking cups for that. Maybe. Make little cupcakes out of them. Pistachio brownie toffee bars. I think it's actually got a lot of decent recipes in here. Spicy peanut chicken chili. I'm interested. Yeah, pinto beans, diced tomatoes, chicken broth, frozen southwestern corn, maybe just use normal corn. Creamy peanut butter, minced chipotle, peppers and adobo sauce, chili powder, cinnamon, rotisserie chicken. Rotisserie chicken is great for making chili with. We've done that for years. Rotisserie chicken is very versatile for lots of things. Made tacos with that, quesadillas. Rotisserie chicken is a Sam's Club chicken is just a gold mine of things to make. But that's the crate. We have reached the bottom of the crate. Only thing left in here now is little bits of paper. So that means book and recipe cards aside, it's time to rate the crate. Well, last place is our broken pizza docker. Yeah, look, the piece just fell out again. Feels very cheap. Clearly is very cheap because it arrived broken, rattling around in the box with all these other things. And yeah. I mean, we don't have one, but we don't make a lot of pizza on our own. And, honestly, I don't mind. I kind of like a little bubble under my pizza sometime. When I was a kid, I remember you'd always pick the piece of pizza with the bubble going under it, because that was just like the special piece. But yeah, last place is our broken perfect dough, perfect pizza dough docker thing. Not an awful thing to be in there, but it feels very low quality, and the fact it's broken puts it in last place. In fifth place? 6 things here, right? Fifth place, I'm gonna put our bowl covers. It says they're for preserving food, and yet you can air goes right through them. They're not airtight like the silicone type are, or like plastic wrap would be. I think these would be good for proofing dough under, but that to me is about it. I mean, anything that you want air getting into, these are going to be fine. If you want it to be airtight, you're going to have to get some silicone or some good old plastic wrap. But yeah, our Chef's Oasis bowl covers are 5th place. 4th place, I'm going to go with the tea infuser. I like it as an item, but it felt very uncomfortable. Just the texture of it when I was screwing it back together was not good. It feels cheaper than some of the other tea infusers that we have. But it's, if I had to make a big pot of tea, I wouldn't be afraid to use it. But it doesn't feel of great quality, and I really didn't like the way it felt screwing it back together. In 3rd place, I'm going to go with our turkey baster. I do like that it's a multitasker. We don't have a ton of use for it, I don't think. We haven't we haven't made a whole turkey in probably close to a decade. We even actually have a cooler just for brining a turkey in. But we, yeah, generally if we want turkey, we just buy a turkey breast because we don't want the rest of it and we can't eat that much of it. So, I mean, you can baste other things. You could possibly use this for like barbecuing maybe with that baster brush, or other things where you need a baster brush would be, you could still use this for other than just turkey. So, I mean, it's a multitasker. You could probably infuse like chicken breast or something with that. So, I mean, it's not just a turkey baster, and that gets it, secures it third place. It's a multitasker. Multitaskers are good. How good it would be at any of those things, I don't know. I do like that everything, at least except for the brush, stores inside the baster itself, so you're not going to lose your needle, you're not going to lose your cleaner. And it has a cleaner specifically for it, which is good because, you know, getting in there to clean that with anything else, unless you already have a brush of that size, would be a pain in the butt. Second place, baking cups. We've gotten baking cups from them before. That's probably keeps them from being in first place. But, yeah, you do get a lot of them. 24 is a good amount. They are very thin, so I'm guessing they won't affect cooking too much. If actually using them may change my opinion on them one way or the other. But, yeah, second place for now, 24 Chic Chef silicone baking cups, which means first place is our Fox Hollow Designs Premium Akasha rolling pin. Yeah, it would have been nice if they'd put some spacers in here. Also nice if this was, it felt even, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it feels like it bows out a little bit in the middle to me. It's a little, you know, just make little like personal pan pizzas or something maybe. But otherwise, I think it actually is really good multitasker in that you can whack the hands of somebody trying to take food off your counter while you're still cooking it. And that, multitasking, always a good thing. Was that worth an extra 2 months of waiting? No, it wasn't. Absolutely not. I feel like Taste of Home is going down the Loot Crate trail here. We're getting delays, not in billing, of course, but in delivery. And I feel like we're seeing, at least in the last couple crates, a fairly, you know, we've gone from things by Joie and Joseph to now pretty much all things by Gourmet Haven and Zen and Chic Chefs. And I feel like we are maybe seeing the decline of the Taste of Home box, which at $50 a pop may spell the end of the Taste of Home box. So I guess, I guess watching another, well, it should theoretically be like 2 months now. We should get another one. No, like month. We should be getting the winter one actually, theoretically, in the next 4 to 6 weeks from when this should have arrived. So I guess keep an eye out for that. See if we do a winter crate or not. But hopefully if we do, hopefully my wife sticks around for one more crate, they will get their game together and get 1, back on schedule, and 2, back on quality. Well, that was a little disappointing. But now I must package this up so my wife can have her own round of disappointment with it. Maybe I'm off. Maybe she will think it's great. I don't think she will. But maybe you think I'm off. Maybe you think something here is really great. Let me know in the comments. Have you tried things from Gourmet Haven before? Is it better quality than the packaging would make me think, or indeed the dough docker being broken would make me think? Let me know in the comments. But yeah, this was another crate video. No idea when I'm releasing it, if it'll come out like this week before Halloween, or if I'll save it till November. But I mean, you're seeing it when you're seeing it, right? You could be seeing it 10 years from now. Who knows? And really, who cares? I care. At least I care enough to hope that you found it at all interesting or entertaining. If you did, give it a like, subscribe to the channel. Either way, I thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.